And good evening. I'm meteorologist Angela Buchman. We just finished up about 2.5 hours of live team coverage over on Channel 13, and it was really interesting to watch this winter storm arrive. We went from rain for all of the area at 4 o'clock, but by the time we hit 6:30, we had that rain snow line in the eastern part of the state, several slide offs, and the beginning of what's going to be a really rough night due to falling temperatures and the potential for some heavier snow bursts. We remain under the winter storm warning until 7 o'clock on Friday evening. That includes all of central Indiana. Widespread 3 to 6 inch snowfall potential for the area. Might have a few places east and southeast of Indianapolis that may get a little more than that 3 to 6 inch snowfall. Speaking of snow, we've been tracking that rain snow line from west to east. Remember, if you need a live update, always have the live Doppler 13 weather app where you can see live Doppler 13 radar and see that transition from rain to snow. But for most of us and the rest of the night, this is going to be a snow event, and some of it is going to be heavy at times. We did start to get some heavier bursts of snow east of Indianapolis and then back to the north and west. South, we've had snow. We had reports from viewers on Twitter of snow heavy at times in Greenwood, and we're going to continue to see that rain snow line work its way from west to east. Large winter storm impacting not only the state of Indiana, but about 3/4 of the nation, from snow to wind to cold, and it's having a huge impact, unfortunately, on holiday travel. If you watched any of our live team coverage, we had Rich and I over at the airport in Indianapolis, and there were already several cancellations for tomorrow and several arrivals that were expected into Indianapolis International that were canceled this evening. So definitely a good idea to check ahead of time if you're expecting family or friends and you're flying. And if you're traveling by car and you can delay it a little bit, that would be a good idea, especially since we're now dealing with darkness and that quick changeover from wet roads to icy and snowy roads. And that changeover will continue to occur, and we're going to continue to see more slide offs and more icy conditions as the temperatures drop. During the 6 o'clock hour this evening, we fell as low as the single digits in Lafayette after spending most of the afternoon 35 to 40, and wind chills already sub-zero across the western half of the state. And that wind chill forecast is dangerous. It is a dangerous one, already as low as almost 30 below out to our west. And that wind chill, those low, dangerously low wind chills, will get here over the next few hours. Future Track 13 does show the snow steady at times, maybe an inch an hour between now and 11 o'clock. Should start to taper off a bit after midnight. It lingers longer east and southeast as we get into the early part of Friday. And of course, our team coverage will continue into early Friday. Sunrise gets underway at 4 a.m. This is that dangerously low wind chill forecast that I mentioned. We're sub-zero now and will stay there all the way through the day on Friday night into early Saturday. So Sean and I were talking about this earlier. We're obviously going to want to get out and move some of the snow from the sidewalks, the driveways, things like that. But it's almost going to be too cold to do that. And if you attempt to do it, I would do it in little bursts, maybe 10, 15 minutes at a time, then go inside and warm up. Because again, those feels like temperatures 30 to 40 below during the day on Friday. This is Friday early morning. We're going to stop at Friday midday. Again, wind chills don't make it out of that below zero range. And in fact, the Friday forecast, because of the cold air, we get some additional snow showers falling, and we spend actual air temperatures in that below zero range through most of the day. We may eventually get to a high close to 2. What you need to know for Friday and Saturday as we head into the holiday weekend: yes, the steady snow will be over, that heavy snow threat, but because of the strong winds, travel continues to be dangerous. You're going to need to allow extra time. Travel with one of those winter safety kits, blankets, extra water. Make sure your phone is fully charged, a couple of snacks, a full tank of gas. All of those things will be crucial, even if we're not dealing with the heavy snow, simply because it's going to be so cold. Blizzard conditions will be possible near whiteout that will reduce your visibility. Can't rule out power outages and perhaps some damage from the strong winds and the dangerous cold. And because of the cold, you're going to want to make sure that you, especially those exterior walls, drip the faucets a little bit, open the cabinet doors to keep the warmer air circulating. Never ever use a space heater close to curtains, close to furniture. Want to make sure you use it responsibly, and it's never okay or safe to use an oven to heat your home. There are ways to stay safe during the cold. We've got that for you at WTHR.com. There will be some warming centers and things like that. Make sure your pets have extra attention too. It is going to be simply too cold for them to spend any amount of time outside or in a car. That's not going to be safe either. We dropped to 8 below zero with those wind chills near 40 below, high of 2 on Friday. There will still be some lingering snow showers just with the cold air. We're going to squeeze some of those snow showers out. 11 degrees for a high on Saturday. We get into Christmas Day. We start the day at -5, 13 for a high. Chance for a few snow showers into early next week. In the 7-day, the weather pattern does kind of flip. We get a bit more mild. 40s are back on Wednesday and Thursday, but obviously our immediate concern with the heavy snow falling now, the roads turning icy and snow covered, and then those windy conditions taking over, causing blowing and drifting snow. We're going to continue to have live updates over on Channel 13 all evening long. A full report for you at 11, and look for updates here as well throughout the night.